Now this time let's have a challenge, which is using something heavier. You are using the short one, short orange whip here. This is this size. Now this is a lot heavier than the club. And particularly when you're dealing with something heavier, then it's better to keep the center of mass close to the center here, not toward the tip here. But this is heavier, and it has a little bit of flexibility. And you swing back and forth. So largely it's similar to the stick, push stick. And then at the end, try to minimize the bending of the stick here. Okay. When you have a lot of bending, what it means is the head is going this way, and your hands are already want to go in the opposite direction. That's why you have a lot of bending. But then that causes a rushed downswing. So wait until the backswing is completed, and then swing. And also in this one, the key is moving the orange ball around your body. Throwing the orange ball around your body.
Wait till the backswing is completed, and then...
Yeah, no rush. And feel the motion of the orange ball. Then again, aim the tall tee there. Yep. The tall tee. The swing plane should be toward that. Swing. Backswing should be also a bit faster. And then connect everything in one motion. Currently, the right elbow is going too far out. We keep it a bit closer to the body. Yes. So both ways at the end, wait a bit more until it's completed, then start motion. If you imagine a swing, where the swing comes up, wait until this is completed and then push. And push instead of try to fight. The same thing. When the club is moving this way, no fight. So you are wasting a lot of energy to try to slow it down by fighting. Right? You have a natural slowdown. Obviously, you have a deceleration to a certain extent. But you don't have to have the intention of going in the opposite direction right away before it's completed. So just to slow it down and then finish and then accelerate. And then this whole thing is a one continuous motion. It's not broken pieces of motion, rather it's one continuous motion.
So slow it down.
Keep moving. Then make it one motion, and then for that you need to have good rhythmic body motion here. Yeah. Swing. Again, the right elbow is going out too much. It's going out too much. So try to turn the body and then bring the elbow here. Then this will stay here. If the body is here and then just to try to move the elbow, then it's far away. Right? By turning the body and then you can move the elbow with it here. Yes. So that means that still you have to turn your upper body this way. Good. Yeah. Then the motion becomes a lot more natural. Again, on the way down is one motion. No detour here. Rather in one motion, let it go. Both ways, one motion up here, one motion, let it go. So continue swing. Okay. So now the swing plane is established. So your swing plane is a lot better. It's just a matter of practice. Take this rope with you and then practice, and then look for something like this.
Okay.
And then that orange will be short. So this
How
size.
long one too?
The long one is too long.
Too long, okay.
The mid size is, I think, for this purpose, is, because you have to swing back and forth several times. The mid size is really good. This swing plane is completely different from your original. Now this is quite abrupt.
Yes.
It also goes inward quite a bit. But this is your initial swing. Rather, this should come up this way here, and then come down.
Okay.
So the swing plane is better established now. And you need to practice this a lot,
Okay.
so you can do this without even thinking. Now, the club is the hardest part because it's really rigid. It has a little flexibility, but compared to all these, it's almost completely rigid, right? So that means again your wrist motion is really important. And then hand motion should be large enough, and also the wrist motion, so that the club has to go again around your body along the consistent plane, back and forth. So with that, this time you can aim perhaps the short tee. Aim the short tee. Actually, from that position, try to touch the short tee. Then you have to lean forward quite a bit, right? Yeah. That's good posture. But still, the elbow is reasonably placed in front of you. And then try to just touch the tip of the tee. Swing back and forward. Keep swinging both ways. And then just swing. See where your club head is passing through relative to the tee. Keep swinging. So your body is too upright. So you have to lean a bit more. And then go slightly back, go back, stay in the middle of your head. And then try to touch the tip of the short tee. So you have to maintain that lean, okay? If you stand up, then you miss the tee. Yep, keep swinging and then touch. Yep. Okay. So then, when you have a target like that, it's easy to guide it. If you can touch. But if you lose that lean, then you miss the thing, right? So it's really important to have a target and then purposeful motion. And also you must have a task. The current task is moving the club head along a consistent plane and then touch the tip. So again. And that body motion should be comfortable. Okay? It's not just the arm. Oftentimes when you have a target in front of you, then you start using your arms a lot. But still, it's a comfortable throw, turning the body, and then throw. And you have to release the club. Okay? So left arm should be fairly well extended on the way down. Do not shorten the backswing. Do not shorten the backswing. Also, do not rush. Yeah. So what happens is when you release the club, then the lead arm is extended here. And then, so when you release and then extend it here, then this is the farthest you can go. You cannot go any further because this is not elastic. So this is the farthest you can go, right? Then you match that with where the T is. Then when you just extend your arm here, swing, extend the arm, then you touch. And then at impact, your right arm is, the right elbow is flexed here. The right elbow is going pretty much with the body, turning like this. Okay. So extend left arm here, touch and throw, swing. Then once you start touching it, then you keep touching because you have good established good distance.
Okay.
So again. The key is the club motion, right? Club motion. Your body moves the club, but you have to generate the target motion you want. So since your main problem is inconsistent in the impact, that's why the distance changes quite a bit and also direction changes quite a bit. When you start touching the tip again and again, that means that your swing pattern, the swing motion is a lot more consistent. So instead of trying to hit something using the arms, just to let it move around, let it go through, and then when your arm is extended here, release the club here. Then make sure the club head touches the tip here. That way, swing and let it go, swing and let it go. So if you can, at the instant impact, if you can extend your left arm reasonably here, then you have a lot more consistent impact. Because in this one here, you cannot go any further. But when the elbow is flexed here, depending on how much flexion here, the distance changes. So when you try to swing hard and then you activate your muscles a lot, then this happens.
That's what I feel when I'm swinging. I feel like I'm swinging like this.
So you have to really let it go. Yeah, let it go, release. So that means that you have to just develop enough speed here. Using that, just let it go. At impact, at least the left arm is fairly well extended here. When you go this position here, swing and touch, that means you have a lot more consistent impact.
Not swing this way, it's swing.
Swing and the impact and then let it go, just let it go. No fight here. So in order to let it go, then your left forearm should show a supination here. And then let it go. Very easy, and all you do is at impact, you are just extending your arm. Yep. Yep. So eventually, as you repeat this swing, eventually you can increase the level of effort, make it a bit faster. But in order to swing faster, then you have to actually have a more active backswing. Wind up from here, let it go. Instead of you're trying to put a lot of effort on the way down. When you try to put a lot of effort on the way down, then you use the arm muscles a lot, then always go this direction. So when you have a chicken wing, one reason is arm-driven swing. You have to drag it with the arms. Another one is when you let the club or move away from your body too much. Then if you keep this motion here, you will hit the ground really bad. To prevent that, you have to put in that impact. And that's one reason. But when you have an arm dominant swing, generally, you cannot extend your arm that way, unless you practice a lot.
Okay.
Professional players, they can do it, but typical amateur players. So sometimes for the amateur players, the professional players are outliers. They may not be a good model. So again, what's important is from here that you release the club here. Release the club instead of trying to drag it.
Okay.
This is bad image here.
Okay. Okay.
Again. Swing back and forth, and then make sure you touch it. And keep the left arm well extended at impact. Go. Whoa, look at this, your body motion. Your body motion is really simple now. Wow. This is maybe just a turning. And you definitely you see that you're using the muscles to try to hit the ball, right? Now in this flow here, you now have a lot better feel of the curve motion. That's what's important. And then as you increase the level of effort, you will be able to swing faster and faster. But whether you are swinging really slow or fast, still you should be able to touch the tip. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you have that kind of consistency, then the impact control will be a lot easier.
I can do this without going to the right. I can do this.
Right. So particularly rubber feet is really useful for that. So we use a method like this. And then you may have rubber tees with different lengths, maybe 3 of them here. The closest one is the shortest. The farthest one is the longest. And then you can use different clubs. And then also, initially you have a flat swing plane and then touch the long one. And then the next one and coming down to the shortest one. And if the shortest one can be a lot shorter, really this much here. And if you can touch it without hitting the ground hard, then you have the finesse up, right? So that's the whole idea. More than anything in doing this, you have to establish your swing plane correctly. If the swing plane is not so good, that means you are introducing all sorts of body motions. That's why your swing plane is not consistent. Also, it's not proper. So a proper swing plane means from ball to a midsection of your trunk here, or in the setup position, you pass through your elbow here. That's the typical swing plane. If the swing plane is steeper than that, that means you're using your arms a lot. So when you pull the handle all the way down, the club head goes up here. With that, it forms a steep swing plane. When the swing plane is too flat, usually you keep the knees flexed here and then spin. So then the swing plane becomes flat. But most of the cases we have a steep problem, steep plane problem. And so in order to solve that problem, you start with the body motion and then let it go instead of pull the hands down. Right? So once you establish the swing plane, if the direction is well aligned toward the target line, for the drive it can be slightly right side. And then the irons pretty much is toward the target. So the direction and the slope of the swing plane, if these are reasonably achieved, that means that your motion is reasonable here. And then that means your body, the trunk motion is also fairly simple here. So also when you have a steep swing plane, you tend to have upright body posture. Your arms are going up and down quite a bit here, right? But if you lean reasonably, then the arms are more or less turning around the axis here. So the motion becomes really simple here. So now you are achieving, with this curve, you're achieving that kind of motion here. So the trunk is more turning about the spine axis nicely. And then the arms and club are going around. And then you have a consistent touch, touch, touch. So your challenge is use different tees with different heights. And then the short one can be about this short here, maybe half of this. And if you can touch it without hitting the ground, that means that you have really, really consistent swing motion. So when the motion becomes consistent, automatically the impact will be consistent. But oftentimes your swing motion has issues, like a swing plane has issues, but you try to keep hitting the ball. Then every time you have different results. But now if you look at the evolution of your swing here. So again, this is the initial one. So way down here, and then try to push up here. This is the back view here. Yeah, this is abrupt here. So this is the initial work with the bob. The bob is slow, but already the swing plane is fairly consistent here. Now this is the push stick here. The orange whip here. This is the club here. Yeah. So now we use different devices here. Completely flexible rope, really light push stick, and the heavy orange whip, and then your club. So the challenges are slightly different. The rope, as long as your hands are moving correctly, then automatically you have good swing plane here. But when you use the push stick or the orange whip, it's relatively more rigid than the rope. So then your wrist motion is important. You have to let the stick go, okay? And then when you still you can generate good consistent swing plane, then you work with your club. So at home, you can use anything to develop the consistent motion pattern. Such as this is called the Erickson banner. But with this here, because it already gives you plane here, you can move it along this plane. Although this is really steep, because it's heavier, so it's using a steep plane. But if your body can maintain this consistent motion, then means you're adjusting your body motion to work with it.
Okay.
Or you can use a simple kettlebell. This is what I initially used a lot. So this is a lot shorter, so you can work with this at home. Your wife may not yell at you. If you swing something wrong, then so again, you can develop motion pattern here, again, consistent motion pattern here. You can use anything around. You can use an elastic band to practice this motion here. Put the elastic band underneath your ball of the foot here, and then pull it like this. But there are different ways to practice. But then the whole purpose here is to generate consistent motion. More than anything, you have to have consistent swing plane. That swing plane should be visible so that your body motion becomes very simple in generating that swing plane. So once you reach that level, then the effect control is a lot easier. Yeah. So don't rush too much. So give maybe a couple of weeks, diligently work on the motion pattern, and then start working on the ball, on the range.
So the plan with all these bad habits, getting good habits now, so what do I do when I play?
And then another one that we'll try is, so let's use the so-called stage 3 of two-step swing. So with your regular stance, throw this toward the target first. This is called the trigger motion. Trigger, active back swing, and then swing. So this is stage 3 of the two-step swing drills. This is the simplest one. But with this is you are more coming closer to the regular swing here. But the only difference is you have this trigger motion here. This is to develop good body rhythm and also encourage active back swing. So use this as your pressure routine. And then go here, and then. So let's practice this state 3. So with a trigger, active backswing, and then downswing. Okay? So swing through between the two tees, the space between the two tees. No need to hit the ground. Okay? So swing. Here, you hesitated in the trigger motion, and also backswing was short. You stop here. So this is one continuous motion. In the backswing, let it go. Let it go all the way. Then in the downswing, just let it go. Throw. Yes. Swing through. Good. So this is called stage 3. Now let's add sound. You will say k'now, k'pow, k'bam. Yeah. K'now, k'pow, k'bam. Are you a good dancer?
Okay.
If you are aware of the rhythm, then this will be easy. K'now, k'pow, k'bam. Okay. So this is closer to your actual swing. So when you repeat this again and again, your body gets used to this rhythm. Then you need to eliminate the trigger motion. That's your regular swing. Right? Again, k'now, k'pow, k'bam. Give accent. Now, pow, bam. Yep. So bam is the last one, right? For kabam, there's no tomorrow. That's it. So k'now, k'pow, kabam. Then make sure your right elbow stays close to the body and then turn this way. Yes. Now let's let me record this. Okay, give me 3 cycles. Okay, ready, go.
Now,
2 more.
now,
Okay, 1 more.
now,
Okay, look at this. Generally, your swing plane is simple, consistent. The whole motion is quite simple. Oh,
now,
2 more.
now,
Okay, 1 more.
now,
Okay. Now pick up the orange wheel. So it's heavier, so you have to time it really well. Again, minimize the bending at the end, right? Still, k'now, k'pow, k'bam, but the tempo can change because it's heavier. Again, so practice k'now, k'pow, k'bam. Aha, this one here. You have to wait a bit more. So here, kapow, and then wait, and then kabam. That's better connection. Give a bit more effort. And then when you start canal, it's not the arm motion only, but rather actually you're using the left leg and then turn the pelvis toward this way, turn the pelvis this way, and then turn the pelvis. Yes, like that. Yeah, connected in one continuous motion. So it should be rhythmic here. Yeah, look at this. Now, kapow, kabam. It's one continuous motion. Good timing. Yeah. So always when you deal with this heavier object, it's a challenge because you have to overcome larger inertia. But we have to respect the inertia of the club. Yeah. Now let me record this. Give me 3 cycles. All right. Ready, go. The canal is a bit too weak. Canal should be also more active. Yeah, 2 more. Motion is too slow.
Too slow.
That's it. Yeah, the last one. So give good effort all the way. That's better. Yes, that's the idea. So, and then pick up your club. So similar motion. Now, kapow, kabam. Now, kapow, kabam.
Now, kapow.
You more get used to this, then you'll be able to increase the level of effort. And then your body, from the beginning, instead of just standing still like this, your body should be ready to move. So always the body has to move a little bit and then start, instead of starting from the completely stationary position. Okay. So let me record this 3 cycles in a row. So give good effort. 3 cycles. Ready, go. 2 more. One more. Yeah. So overall, you're maintaining the swing plane quite well. So this is the orange rib swing. Go. The canal is a bit too weak. Canal should be also more active. Yeah, 2 more. Motion is too slow. Too slow. Faster. Yeah, the last one. So keep good effort all the way. That's better. Yeah. You can go a lot faster than that. Now this is the club swing. Oh. 2 more. One more. Oh, look at this, how consistent the plane is. Now you can feel the motion of the club head. So this is stage 3. Yeah, but it should be a bit more active here. So now, kapow, bam. And also, this club feels a bit heavy. Only to use a heavy club. When your club is heavy, then you cannot really throw that way. You cannot release that way. So you have to play with the different weights. Up to this point, because you were pretty much using your strength and then trying to hit like this, so heavy one may be okay. But now when you start releasing the club, the heavy one is a bit more difficult. So pay attention to the weight.
How do I know which weight must have both you use?
So the key is the speed you can generate. So swing hard, swing, and then see if which one feels more comfortable when you swing. When you put maximum effort, swing. When you use a heavy one, even if you put maximum effort, because sometimes it's hard to overcome the inertia of the club. So it should be a bit easier to swing through. What you can do is you can perhaps start from the light one, and then nowadays the clubs they have the extra weight on the head, so you can control the weight. Okay. So initially go without the weight, the swing. If you think it's too easy, then start adding weight, but increase the weight.
Shaft. The shaft is like super stiff.
No need to use a stiff tip. So for you, S stiff, S flex may be okay. Okay, but yeah, this is a bit quite too rigid, and also the grip is a bit too thick. Do you have any reason to use this?
I was trying to slipping it out of my hand.
Usually for the field, the standard grip or what is this?
It's oversized.
Oversized?
You know, it has 1 gram per 2, but it's oversized.
Yeah. I read a study in which the thinner grip actually gave a faster speed. You have a better feel with when the grip is reasonable, but this is a bit too thick.
Okay.
Okay. So when the grip is thick, then the wrist motion is affected a little bit.
Yes.
So, but then from the stage 3, then if you eliminate the canal, then just the kapow, kapow, kabam, right? Or canal, kapow, canal, kapow. So canal would give you a little bit of body action. That's for the body trigger. Canal, kapow, kabam. So, but for the moment, diligently work on stage 3. When your body gets used to the rhythm, then automatically in your regular swing, you can do the backswing fast. But remember, backswing should be fast, active. The whole purpose of, in stage 3, the whole purpose of the trigger motion is actually promote active backswing. Because instead of starting from here, you are starting from here. Body's already turned here, so from here, you can have active backswing.
What I'm trying to do is guide the club in the right
No.
position on the backswing, and it's
Yeah. So when you have slow backswing, then you have to have abrupt transition to downswing. And then you would typically rush down with the arms. So you don't have time to use your legs that much. But when you have an active backswing, then during the transition phase, your legs are working with the ground, generate good initial condition for the downswing, and then let it go. So always the backswing should be active. So for the moment, maintain the swing plane and then increase the level of effort. But particularly in the backswing, do not limit the size of the backswing. Let it go all the way, give enough motion here, and then from there, throw. Okay. So since you're local, so keep maybe a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And then with that, start the playing.
Okay.
And then maybe you can come back in a month or so.
Okay.
Then we can work on different aspects. But we can, next time, we can probably use the simulator to do the reprogramming. But